Good morning and welcome to BHC Today. It's Monday, Memorial Day, 2023. Thank you for joining me. Over the weekend, we remembered all those who've gone before that have paid the price for our freedom as the United States of America. We also remembered and celebrated Pentecost, which is that day that the Lord poured out His Spirit on His people, and He promised He would 50 days after His resurrection. I have been given to think a little bit about what the future holds and who is responsible for carrying the mantle, not only for the United States of America, but for the church. Who is leading the way? We were able to attend Phoenix Christian High School's graduation ceremony this past Friday night, where one of the graduates, our granddaughter, Brooklyn, was able not only to graduate, but where she was valedictorian. And as a part of that, she gave a speech which was directly to the question I'm asking: who will carry the mantle? The evening was filled with those going across the stage who not only love life, but love Jesus, and who have a great passion for what He's doing in their life and His future for them. I'd like you to indulge me, if you would, and listen to the speech that granddaughter Brooklyn gave on Friday night. It will move your heart and bring great comfort and vision for what the future generations of followers of Christ are living into today as they live into the future He has planned for them. Please listen and watch.
Brooklyn has excelled academically during her time at Phoenix Christian. Over the course of her high school career, she has taken 13 honors classes, advanced placement courses, and earning 47 college credits, and graduating with a 4.43 GPA. Brooklyn was also actively involved in athletics, worship team, National Honor Society. Brooklyn was recognized as a commended student by the National Merit Scholarship Program. In the fall, Brooklyn plans to attend Gordon College in Boston, Massachusetts. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome valedictorian Brooklyn Blake.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, administration, faculty and staff, family, friends, and the class of 2023. It is customary for the speech of the salutatorian to reflect on the past and for the valedictorian to focus on the future. However, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has supported me on this journey. To my family, teachers, coaches, classmates, and friends, I am sincerely grateful. I would not be here today without your prayers, support, and encouragement. When I first told my dad that I was thinking about opening up my speech with these verses, he gave me a funny look and told me it might be a little too dark for a graduation speech. However, after reflecting on it with him further, we decided that it perfectly fit the message that I want to share with my classmates, the people that I've grown up with for 13 years. As we move on to the next chapters of our lives, it is crucial that God remains at the center of our studies, careers, and relationships, so that we live out our purpose as God's children, to be His fingerprints on this earth. This passage is from the 11th and 12th chapters of Ecclesiastes. However many years anyone may live, let them enjoy them all. But let them remember the days of darkness, for there will be many. Everything to come is meaningless. You who are young, be happy while you are young, and let your heart give you joy in the days of your youth. Follow the ways of your heart and whatever your eyes see, but know that for all these things God will bring you into judgment. So then, banish anxiety from your heart and cast off the troubles of your body, for youth and vigor are meaningless. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the days of trouble come and the years approach when you will say, I find no pleasure in them. Remember Him, before the silver cord is severed and the golden bowl is broken, before the pitcher is shattered at the spring and the wheel broken at the well, and the dust returns to the ground it came from, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. This class is about to move on to one of the most exciting parts of their lives. We will have more freedom than we have ever had before, and will create countless new memories. Being young is a beautiful thing. However, it is important, even in your youth, that you keep God at the center of your life. Trials will come. Whether it is your career, finances, or relationships, trials are inevitable. If you focus your life on pursuing worldly dreams and pursuits, it will crumble when faced with challenges. Countless people who have it all, the money, the fame, and the influence, have said that they still feel empty, unfulfilled. Chasing after status and wealth is meaningless, because when you die, you will be left empty-handed, standing at the throne of God. Fulfillment will only come when you dedicate yourself to pursuing God's will in every aspect of your life. St. Augustine once said, "You have made us for yourself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until they find rest in you." We are made in the image of God to glorify Him on this earth, and until we fully embrace this as our purpose, we will never be fulfilled. Before the class of 2023 walks the stage and starts a new chapter of their lives, I would like to take a moment to thank them for the old chapters. The lunch food fights, routine talent shows, after-school Dutch runs, and debates over whether or not to give our grandma a phone, to our basketball study halls in the girls' locker room, midnight trips to visit Tammy at Five and Diner, and the TP wars. I would also like to thank my coaches for all the time they have poured into teaching me how to become a better athlete. All of them have had an impact on my life, but specifically, I would like to thank Coach Fleisen. Before my junior softball season, I had lost my love for softball, the sport I had been playing since middle school. However, you made me love softball again, and you showed me all the attributes that a great coach should have: passion, leadership, patience, and love. Thank you for being the best coach I've ever had. Thank you to all my teachers who have taught me over the last 13 years. So many of you have had an incredible impact, not only on my education, but on my life. Thank you for pouring out your wisdom and knowledge to your students and embodying the living curriculum that sets Phoenix Christian apart from other schools. Specifically, I would like to thank Dr. Latt, my Bible teacher. For those of you who don't know, Dr. Latt has taught the class of 2023 Bible for 7 years. Dr. Latt, thank you for pouring so much passion and knowledge into your teaching. We wish you the best as you take up your new pastoral position and are praying that God uses you to effectively minister to your congregation. I would also like to thank the worship team. Over the past 7 years, worship team has become one of the most important parts of my life. I would like to thank them for always putting so much thought and prayer into ministering to the student body. Thank you for your continued support and love. You guys have become like a second family to me, and I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Thank you to my family for always being there for me, for always coming to my games and concerts, and for never failing to support me. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents. Mom, thank you for loving me unconditionally, for always listening to my rants, for being patient with me, and for always wanting the best for me, no matter what it cost you. Dad, thank you for working so incredibly hard to provide for your family. You have shown me what it truly means to work for the Lord and not for men. Thank you for never failing to make me laugh, and for pushing me to become the best version of myself, and for loving me no matter what. Before this class walks across the stage and receives their diplomas, I would like to challenge them to take a moment and dedicate your next steps to God. Dedicate your future plans, your careers, and your relationships, because only He has the ability to satisfy your heart. God's plan for your life is better than any hope or dream you could ever imagine. Thank you.